Happy day after Thanksgiving. How is everybody doing on this day? I hope everybody had a great day and happy Friday. It is time to get moving and slay the day. Hello, my friends, hello. Did we all survive Thanksgiving? I hope we did, as you see I have. It was pleasant. Oh yes, it was. Hello. And then I came home at 6:30. I took a gummy on the way home. I survived. I drank wine. I made it. Look, Mom, I made it. And I'm still alive to report the next day. I survived the Thanksgiving. And it wasn't a bad time. Oh no. Yes, the boom. Boom, boom. I love my boom, boom. So I drank. So me and Rocky had champagne while we were waiting for the runners to get back. And then on the way home, I took a gummy and fell asleep at 6:30. I literally slept, broken up sleep, but I slept from 6:30 to this morning about 6. But off and on, of course, because Dan has a toothache, and I know why he doesn't have a toothache, because he doesn't wear his partials, and so he has a lone tooth by itself, and eventually, it puts too much pressure when you have a thing, You're sending me a big chewy order, Marty? That's nice. Shit. Are you buying for the whole neighborhood? Happy birthday, Charlene. Did I miss it? Happy girl. Yeah, so anyhow, we had a great starting of the day, and it wasn't bad. I survived. And then Dr. Dave came up to me, and he said one of his patients follows me in the morning. So if you are Dr. Dave's patient, hello. He got a kick out of that. He said, yeah, she watches some show you do in the morning time and loves it. So it's a small world, is it not? Thanksgiving was great. Anybody have any facts or anything they need to tell me about? Were there any punches thrown? Any arguments? I would love to know. Oh, Sean, I'm tired. Really not. I feel great. I conked out. I woke up at 8:30 and I was like, who am I? Where am I? Who's that man? Oh shit, it's Dan. Survivor. I did survive. Hey. It was good. It was fine. Thanksgiving, Dan thanked me this morning. You worked all day? A lot of dead people? Shit. No, that man was you. No, because I would have screamed. I would have screamed. I would be like, ah! Where did I come from? You barely. Yeah, I drank a lot of wine. Booze and gummies, yes. I took a gummy. I waited to take a gummy because I was already so tired. So, until the way home, and then I crashed. Dan was like, you don't get to take a gummy and fall asleep. Bullshit. My body's telling me, girl, you need to sleep. So it knocked my ass out, you guys. And then I woke up probably 2 hours later to pee, and I was like, shit, where am I? And then I was expecting it to be like 4 o'clock in the morning, right? And it was only 8:30. I was like, shit. That was probably the best sleep I've had all week from the 2 hours. I didn't even see Dan's picture. He posted, Buenas noches. Guapa. Is guapa a bad word in Spanish? Yeah. Lord is right. I drank. A lot of people die during the holiday. I know, Sean, and that's what stresses me out. So Sean has a crematorium What's a crematorium? I don't know. But he has a funeral home. So he was prepping dead bodies all day. God. How did Ed do? Not bad. Not bad. David kind of took him under his wing. Oh, guapa means handsome or beautiful. Okay. I'll take the guapa. Just sounds like it should be ugly, you know? What are you doing, guapa? Fuck, I feel like a guapa, you know? Like somebody who is very, I don't know, tired, worn out. That's me. I'm a guapa. Okay. Lord have mercy. He thanked me for being fucking alive. Not really, but he thanked me for the pleasantries of my personal being. Shit. I dropped my tissue. Yes, you need some foreign words for your haters. Oh God, it's already starting this morning. The amount of hate on the video I posted. God. Yeah, because she talks like a dog. She hates him. I can tell. I'm a retired vet and I know body language when I see it. What? Huh? If I hated the fucking man, he wouldn't be in my house. For fuck's sake. That was very pleasant, Dan told me. 32 days? All right, Sean, keep it working, buddy. Yeah, he said I was very pleasant. He thanked me for being pleasant. I think he was a little scared. I think he was a little scared at my potential, at what the possibilities were endless, especially with drinking. So me and Rocky started drinking at about 10 o'clock and he was like, oh, don't drink yet. Huh? Rocky's like, why? It's early, just wait till you get there. We're like, yeah, that's the point. We're having our pre-Thanksgiving celebration. Some nerve he has, don't drink now. But I think he was scared, that's why. And just he had every right. Because you never know, spicy Danielle, you never know when she's gonna come, you know? Yes, I know. Fewer words, but God, it's so ugly. You're an ex-alcoholic. I'm sorry. Congrats. I'm good for drinking for a minute. I had more than I should, as normal. Because now that I'm not drinking that much, you know, it really affects me more. Some people are so miserable. I don't know, because Ellie, they need something to do. Hello, from the scientists, yes. Turkey Day was good, but I smiled, right? And I said, everybody, hello. I gave hugs. Yeah, Carrie thanked me for coming. And it was not bad. I did not eat too much at Thanksgiving. I did not. That's one thing I didn't. I drank more than I ate. Then I came home, had a couple of handfuls of trail mix, and then went to bed. The ham was good. We have the rest. What's the research going on today? Fecal matter. Fecal matter. We are researching what comes out of your ass the day after Thanksgiving. Too much food, too much fats, too much food. So I need everybody to inspect your fecal matter this morning and report back to me. Did we have a grandiose poop? Did we have a poop that was a little bit too dark in color? Did you drink red wine? Did you have lots of beets? You know, those are all the things that factor into the coloring of the poop. Yes, so poop. Corn, too much, me too, Madison. I probably had a bottle of wine. Me and Rocky probably the whole night had a bottle of wine. So not too bad all day, especially if we were, you know, started at 10. My sister was in a car, so we're going to meet them. Oh, Rhonda, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The weather is chilly. The weather is chilly. The weather outside is frightful. But may you all be delightful. It's frozen in California. We have California frost on the ground. I thought I was the founder of the poop report. No, Julie. I am the founder of the poop reports. Yes. You know, mine was a little bit harder than normal, but I think it's because I didn't eat that much. So it was very hard. You know, Rocky Roadish this morning. I had that exact hacking cough. You just had to stay home. Shocks. Cindy, do Grandpa enjoy the food? I think so. I think so. I mean, you know, you could see yesterday, David and pretty much David took care of him the whole time. So it was nice, right? Hi, John. It was nice because I didn't really do anything other than enjoy myself. So yes, David kind of sat with him, placed him next to him. Are you stupid for not knowing where to find your merch? No. sabmerch.com. It's a complete website, different. sabmerch.com. Charter's total. How scary, Rhonda. Do you have any groups on Facebook? No. Nope. None of those Facebook are ours. When is Dr. Day posting more videos? I don't know. I didn't even ask. I was able to enjoy myself, so that was nice. It was nice, Chanel. Does Ed recognize? No, he doesn't recognize. You know, he sits there and he just stares and watches, right? He doesn't do much. I cooked the whole meal for just us two, dealing with shingles. Oh, God. Ugh, shingles. Warren, you blacked out and fell down a flight of wooden stairs? What the hell? You're not supposed to tumble down them. You're supposed to walk down them. Bruh. Yes, it was nice. I didn't make his plate. I hid because I wasn't doing it, you know? So, I mean, I would have, of course. You know, I would have. But it was nice. I think now that Dave's getting older, you know, I think he's, in his way, I believe, like he's realizing, you know. Dave has had a couple of health scares himself, and, you know, when very few times he's around his dad, you can tell he really takes the time to, you know, talk to him. So, whatever, you know, that's in his way, right? So, yes, Taylor, it was nice. So it was nice. I mean, all in all, it wasn't a bad day. It started off fun with the Nuggies. Today's Wesley's birthday, so we're gonna go up there. Not Grandpa and Dan, but me and the kids. We're going to celebrate his birthday today. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So he wanted chili. In some way, on the way home, he changed it to spaghetti. So I don't know what I'm eating tonight. I sure as hell don't know. Yeah, so Trisha was great. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is Hannah's last day. She goes home tomorrow. So, hi Callie, how are ya? Everybody else have a great Thanksgiving. Enough about me. I hope everybody had fun. Everybody was perfect yesterday. Everybody got along. Everybody was, and I think it makes Dan happy, right? He knows my stress. He knows those things. And I think he was proud that I was able to be bipartisan, I guess. I'm glad everybody had a great things. Yes, Wesley is double digits today. Double digits, you guys. Today, 10 years ago, I was watching him being born. And it's crazy. Like, I can almost cry. Remember when you ended up with biscuits and gravy? That's okay. Yeah, if you're happy and you know it, say yee-hoo. A yee-hoo. How about a yee fucking hoo? Nobody had to bail me out of jail. Caroline, my friend Caroline, lives like down the street from Carrie, like 5 minutes away. And she was waiting for the escapee text. She was like, well, last night she texted me and she said, well, I got no help. Come get me a text. So I assumed it. I'm not a quitter, people. I am not a quitter. That's one thing you have to know about me. I don't quit. When I commit, I follow through. She would have charged me gas. She would have. That's okay. I follow through. If I'm going, and I'm doing it with pride. Unless somebody pissed me off. But everybody was happy yesterday. There was no arguments. Everybody was laughing the way it should be. So, yeah, but when I commit, I follow through. I may not be happy about it, but did I ruin everybody's Thanksgiving? No. No, I don't think I would have ruined it. I would have just responded to the people trying to ruin it, right? Just like my trolls. They sure as hell don't like it when I respond to them, but they want to be able to tell me what they believe and think, their opinions and all, just, and take it like a little passive female they think I am. And then they don't like to. It's no good. What is your point? You're being a little passive aggressive. Too much for my blood. Nothing if you drink can't settle. Here's the thing. Drinks could go one of two ways, right? Drinks can spark a little fire in the ass. So I don't really think drinks are helpful in almost any situation, right? Because drinks to me, I was already happy, right? I was already happy. So if I'm cranky and pissy, right? And if I drink, that's not good. That's not good. Because sometimes when you drink, it just accentuates your mood, depending on the mood you're in. So, no. I was a happy little girl. It was fine. I think I'm gonna walk though. Let me get to 2 miles. And then I'll walk a little bit. It's 45 degrees in Texas. Is that cold for y'all? I don't know. I know there's a lot of the country just getting blasted, right? I had champagne and wine. It was champagne and wine night. Day. Liquid courage. Well, it is. Like, it can give you the courage to do things that you normally wouldn't do, but I've never relied on alcohol for those types of things. I just enjoy, the taste of it. I enjoy sipping on it. It brings out the taste in foods, So, Cindy, we don't really do those types of things for like a Christmas thing. So like, hi Dak, did you have a good one? So I think for Christmas Eve, Rocky and the kids will come over to my house. We I napped at 6. I fell asleep at 6:30 p.m. So that's why I waited for the gummy, because I was like, if I have a gummy and this alcohol, I'm gonna want to sleep. So I waited until I got in the car. Oh, nice, Janice. Congrats. So I had all my kiddies in last night. 27 degrees. We got really low too. I think we were under the 30s. I know, Dak. It's always hard. Let me tell you something though. It doesn't get any better. And I know you don't want to hear that, but 18 and a half years later, I still hate it, right? It still pisses me off. So I guess there's elements of it, it gets better, but it still sucks. Like, that's one of the main reasons why I hate Thanksgiving, is because the first and last time my mom and I ever cooked together was, was Thanksgiving. So it was tough. She never made it to the second one, right? So it's that kind of forms my opinions of all that stuff. So plus everything else. I had a lot of PTSD arguments with family and stuff on those days that just makes it 20 times worse. So Thanksgiving for me is something that just brings up a lot of trauma. Nice, Kay. So traumas suck. You know, even at 50, you still deal with traumas. It's not easy, right? It's not easy. You learn to live with it. I guess I always trying to find the right thing to say, right? And I guess that's it. You learn to live with it and the pain and the sadness that comes with it. So I don't know. I mean, I almost brought out her china to eat off. Sadie, that would have been wonderful. That would have been wonderful if you did that. I think sometimes we do have to honor them at those, moments with the small little things. Or you should have just at least eaten off her plate. Fuck everybody else. How would you have somatic therapy? I don't know what somatic therapy is. I wish cooking with your mom. I know. It does give me some weird feelings, but it still makes me sad. I want my mommy, and it like Dan said something yesterday, and I have to always give it back to him because he doesn't realize, he's never lost a parent. Well, emotional too. They're great, Lisa. I mean, I had it was great. And I looked at Dan and I said, you just don't get it. And you won't until you don't have a mom and a father. But these days give me extreme anxiety because I want my mom here. I want to be with my family. That reminds me of her, and I'm sure you're going to be the same way. You learn to live with it, and it makes me sad. I didn't cry. Normally, I have a good tear shed, but I didn't. I just threw myself in of the family that was important to me, and everything. No, it's not a club, and I tell them that. I said, just give me a little bit of, grace. Give me a little bit of just understanding. Show a little empathy for these moments that are really hard for me. I hate that I have to keep reminding him of those things. It's like I have to keep reminding him, just be empathetic. If I want to, be an errant little kid, stomp my feet and not want to go somewhere, it's because I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. I wish my mom was still here. She still should be here. And I'm sad. Period. Period. Josh and his kids, and my kids, right? My kids, being surrounded by my kids, and Josh and his family. Those are my moments. That's what pulls me through, right? It pulls me through because Josh is my mom, his kids. I see my mom and his kids. So yes, that is, and Rocky knows, because she's female. So she recognizes, my need for her family and Josh and all that stuff. She knows they're my happy place. And so that's great that a sister-in-law can pay attention and know those things and do what is right for me. She loves me too, so it makes it easier for her. I only said to a rare cancer. Oh, I know, Janice, it's horrible. I've been almost 20 years and I still miss her. I know, Pam, my mommy is coming up to 19 years in February. Y'all, 19 years. I mean, it just seems like it was yesterday. Why? I don't know. And it's just, when I think about that it's been 19 years, it makes me just go, wow, Andrew was like 1.5. So It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Being up, those who aren't there, but talking about them means you always care. I know, and especially those of you who lost your babies, you know, your kids, those little crotch gremlins that you grew in your uterus, you know. I couldn't even imagine not having a kid there because they are gone, you know. It's hard enough for a parent. Sending love, oh, thanks. Stella. Hi, Johnny Mac, how are ya? I was 31, yeah. 31-ish when my mom died. And my dad tried to commit suicide at the same time. Isn't that crazy? Passed from BC 2 years ago. I'm sorry, Rhonda. You're still fresh. You're still new. You're still new on the loss front. Yeah, I think, you know, you look to the future, right? Did I tell you, you lost your granddaughter? What? How? How old? God, I hate that. That is god awful. So yeah, holidays are tough. Holidays are tough. My mom would have been such a blast. You guys would have loved her. I talk about her all the time. I think she's just like me, or I'm just like her. I'm a little bit more. I think we're the same. I think we're the same. We would have had so much fun together. We would have been like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And she would have probably been on here with me, you know, when she could. She would have been here, you know, and it just would have been so fun. And it just makes me sad because she would be and want to be a part of my life and this new journey and all that stuff. Can you imagine a 70-year-old me? God, am I 50? Shit. We would have been two forces to be reckoned with. My late husband and I made the holiday with our own ways of doing things. My mom has been gone 47 years, my dad 4 years. Oh, Lisa. And you know, we still have, I'm gonna be fun. That's right, Nugget. I'm gonna be fun when I'm 70. What's the hat for the day? Auntie. It's Wesley's birthday, so I have to wrap his gifts. Oh, and you guys, I gave him $20 yesterday. I gave him $20 yesterday. When he left, I said, this is a pre-birthday gift. He's like, what? I said, yeah, remember who the best auntie is. Me. Does it make you emotional when Ed calls you by her name? Okay, so that's a really tricky situation for me. Does it make me emotional when Ed calls me my mom's name? No. Hold on, let me read this really quick, and I'll go into that. Baby shower done. We were so excited, waiting for my daughter to give birth. Room was decorated. We were ready. My daughter goes into labor. She made it. My granddaughter did. Oh, Dak. I think I remember you telling me one of your babies was pregnant, and how, you know, you were looking forward to that. I got goosebumps. I'm sorry. How horrible. So anywho, I love my mama, but Ed and I, no, and I don't know how to say this without it making sense, right? So when he calls when he uses my mom's name, you know, it's kind of now at this point, Dak, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. I can't imagine. I had her at 16. I know, and imagine, I can't imagine. So my son was cooking with me and I kept telling him stories. He goes, Mom, I know these stories. Yeah, and we repeat ourselves because to me, those are stories that are important to us when we tell them over and over again. And I try to remind my kids about that when Dan's mom tells them the same stories, you know, over again. And I keep saying that's just her way. Those are important stories that she remembers and she wants them to be put down through the family. God, Dak, I'm sorry. I can't even think about that, especially when you're looking for some light, you know, after losing your dad. So Ed and my mom, at the beginning, I'm going to tell you, it was really hard for me when he would talk about my mom in a caring way, right? After my mom died, he romanticized their relationship, which was probably, you know, his coping mechanism to get through the loss. Now, this is my view of the relationship. This is my view of, because it's very complicated. Their relationship is very complicated. So when at the beginning, I almost got angrier with Ed after my mom died. Now, in retrospect, some of that was probably, I had to, I wanted something there, somebody to be mad at. And he was just the obvious choice, right? In a way, because I was always mad at him. And he used to piss me off after she died when he would say, talk about my mom. I couldn't deal with it. You don't have the right, I thought, I'm sorry, Jojo, you don't have the right to talk about her, right? So it was really hard for me. So I don't really, and that's something I had to get over, that trigger when he said my mom's name was so daunting. Like I would look at Dan and I'd be like, I'm not talking to him about this, like you deal with him and shut him up because he doesn't get that benefit of me talking to him about my mom when, they had a shitty relationship. And then he glorified it like it was some best relationship that they had. Now to him, it probably was because he's dead. But I knew too much, right? So it pissed me off. I was hurting so bad. But today, no, I've let some things go. I've had to really work hard at letting some of those things go, right? So he doesn't, like sometimes he'll call me Janice or he'll call me Joanne sometimes in the midst and be like, Danielle, it doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't make me sad. It's kind of interesting now to what he remembers, if he says anything about my mom. So kind of like when he brings her up now, I think, oh, that's interesting. Did you see her? Did she come and say hi? But it's different. It's much different, you guys. The relationship that I have had with Ed throughout all these years is so complicated. It's not easy to describe and discuss with me, right? It's hard for me because there was a lot of trauma for me. So no, it doesn't bother me anymore, but it used to. Did it used to. I'd walk out of the room. Sometimes I felt like he did it on purpose just to get a rise out of me because he is a poker too, and he kind of preys upon your weaknesses to get whatever, out of it that he gets. It's really sad. It's so complex. And, it's, Brown Eyed Girl asked if they would still be together. Yes. I think, once I had my babies, things changed for them, right? They built a house up here. They were here and around their kids, me, Dan, and my babies, for so long it was a new thing she had to look forward to. And if Josh, had babies, God, she would be the happiest grandma around. My mom was a great grandmother. She was a great mom in her way that she could give me when I was little, but became a better mom, right, as she aged. And didn't have the shit that she was dealing with when she was younger. You morph into a different human, right? You're still the same, but your needs, your wants, your desires, everything starts changing as you age. You let go of some things, and yeah, and that's the thing is, it pisses me off. One of those triggers is that sometimes people, they get on me, right? Because they're like, why do you reply to the trolls? Why do you, respond? And it's like, I tell you all the time, it's such a complex thing for me because I used to never speak up for myself. Never used to speak up for myself. I used to just take the punches and go with it, right? And they build, and it builds. And it builds and it builds, and then you become this insecure little ball of womanhood that you have no idea who you are. So some of the reasons why I attack them, because I have fun with it, again, like I say, it's my coping mechanism to deal with the stress and the meanness of the world. I also get pissed when people, bye Trish, have a good one. I also get pissed when people say she hates him, right? She hates him. It bothers me because if they only knew, if they really only knew everything I had to let go of to allow him to be here for inside of me, right? That was huge, y'all. I don't hate him. If I hated him, he wouldn't be here. 4 years of hate? I don't think so. And it pisses me off because I don't expect people to know or understand or get it. And I don't necessarily want a pat on the back for everything I'm doing because I'm just showing you into my life of taking in Ed and my crazy life with my family and our dynamic. That's it. It's plain and simple. But the hate thing triggers me. The hate thing triggers me because it's ugly. That's not hate. That's not hate. He's here. He's being taken care of, right? Would Ed ever apologize for the past? No, because he doesn't see he did anything wrong, right? A lot of Salingers don't get it, right? They don't have that ability to apologize for their past or see what they're doing. But I'm going to respond to people because, I have learned along the way to set boundaries, right? Am I happy with my situation every day? No. And no caregiver is. But to say we hate the person we are caring for, I don't think it's possible. Is it possible to hate somebody that you have to feed, clothe, right? Wash, trim their nails, and all those things? There is no way I could do that with hating him. There is no way, if I think back 20, 30 years, I could do what I am doing today for that man because I despised him. I was angry at him. There was no way I can show him any compassion. Today, come on, you guys. Stop being ugly. Salinger Farm is not open. I don't even know who the farm is. My house is a farm, but that's it. On my way, I stopped home, my oldest brother's house, 2 hours. 17 grandkids. Holy shit. Now that's a party. 17. You could have told Dan you are not good. I don't hate Ed. I used to. Now I can honestly say I love the man, right? I could never have said that 4 years ago. When he just came to my house, I wasn't happy. I despised him, right? I didn't think it was going to be, I don't think I take care of elderly every day. You have such a negative attitude. Rachel, because you choose to see that. That's what you choose to see. Because maybe you're not happy. So you want everybody to be like you. That's called projection. And I'm just being open and honest. If you took care of elderly people every day, there is no way you would come in here and complain and tell me how negative I am. That tells me you don't really do that job, honestly. Because no caregiver, no true caregiver would come in here and be ugly towards me. Because you would know how hard it is. And especially 24/7, not 8 hours a day. So enough of your high horse. No, Rachel, you're complaining. You are. See how that works? My mother had dementia, but we would never put it on social media. Good for you. That's a choice you made, right? It's an ultimate sacrifice, right, Lauren? It's an ultimate sacrifice to do what we're doing. And no, we're not happy every day. Honestly, we're not happy every day. Are we happy all the time? No. I wasn't happy all day long with my young kids. Nursing one, changing diapers. I mean, I'm not happy in my marriage every day. Oh no. Either is Dan. Why people want to pick other people apart to make themselves feel better, I will never understand. I'm not complaining, right? I'm here, and you're right. Thank you, Enchanted Studio. I'm not complaining. I'm talking to the people who do this every day. I'm talking to the people to make them feel not so alone, to realize that, hey, me too. You know, I may have a platform, but I'm human. I've got emotions. I do the same stuff. No, people cannot handle the truth. The best line ever from Jack Nicholson: "You cannot handle the truth." That's right. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Sean, and that's the thing. You can't care for somebody you don't like. You can't do that. No, and Dan will say, what did you say yesterday? Dan said something like, your tone is your tone, right? He was like, you're bitchy to everybody. It's just you. I was like, what the hell?
What was her name?
Who?
Whoever was talking. I mean, people don't realize that maybe this is Danielle's way of venting, you know? She spits out everything. Maybe that's how she copes with it.
That's what I said.
I cope with it differently. She likes to spew it out, and that if that helps her do it and do the job every day, I'm okay with that. I'm the number one target of her, and I don't like the social media. I mean, it's not my approach, but if that helps her do what's important and keep him safe and healthy and clean, smelling clean, fed, pooped, all of that stuff.
I mean,
that
yesterday,
goes into caregiving.
You know,
if it helps her, what's wrong with bitching or complaining? Whatever it takes to get her through the day.
Dan, I'm also doing it for the caregivers who want to hear that because they feel so trapped, and they thank me every day because they feel the same things.
You know, I had a fucking toothache yesterday, really bad. Coming back from Thanksgiving, I mean, I was fucking miserable. Did that stop? Did that mean I didn't have to make sure my dad got cleaned up, take him into the bathroom, make sure everything's done and clean and showered and in bed at the end of the day?
See, Sean White said, yes, Dan, hearing Danielle vent makes me not feel so bad when I feel the same way. And that's why I do it. I talk to my people.
Caregiving doesn't end. Whether you have a fucking toothache, whether you're tired, whether you're sick, none of that matters. You could have a broken arm and you still have to deal with it. It's just the nature of it. So she's doing a great job caring for him.
I validate other caregivers.
Look at him. Look at the man. He's been here for 4 years. He's still walking. He's still eating. He's still talking. He still laughs every day. You know?
And
let him bitch. It's okay.
And yesterday, right, there were so many showers going on. I knew his shower would be cold. So I just did a PTA for him, right? PTA. I got nooks, crannies, and everything in between. If you hate somebody, there's no way you could do that. Let me tell you, there is no way you can do that. And no gloves. Doesn't that show love? I don't know. The only one thing I didn't get to is shave him, but he's got some scabs on his face that I want to let heal a little bit. Yes, and you had no one to talk to, and you feel so alone. And that's why I made it, I started saying, I'm going to talk about me and how I'm feeling. Because if I'm feeling this way, I'm sure you guys who are doing it feel the same way. And it's so important for me to normalize it, right? I know, Shari, it's hard. I'm so... No, I can't get off of here. Do you think studying into Charlemagne? I think it gives me more creative approach because, right, I've studied the brain from birth to 18. So apparently. So, I mean, like with trying things out, Fred, that type of stuff, yeah. But I don't think it's really helped in those type of ways. Yeah, Josh was 22, you guys, when my mom died. So he came home for a little bit. I don't know. He was at his first semester, I think, away from the house when she passed. So it was a tough time. You know, it was a tough time for him. I'm the 13th child. Holy shit. Authentic sharing about her. Yeah, I think it's hard. And look at all the shit I get for sharing and being me openly to the public. And I've learned to deal with that and cope with it, right? That's ugly. Imagine, you know, first starting social media, I was so scared, right? So it's hard because my personality is my personality. Like Dan said, you know, people don't get that you just hold your personality off. You know, for Ed, we all get the same personality. And you do. You're going to get anybody who is in my house is going to get the whatever I'm feeling or going through at that time, right? Comes out in my voice, my tone that people say, but it doesn't mean I don't love my family. Does that mean I don't love my kids? Everybody, the trolls, just want to make it about Ed, but it's not about Ed. Have some grace, people. Think about, you know, what you do in a day. And think about also having to repeat 50,000 times in a day and having the patience you don't always have because you want to be left alone, or you're tired, or you're sick, or you're in pain, or you're dealing with your own stress. So, yes, I do it. I come on here, I'm vulnerable, I bare my soul because that's just the way I am. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's pretty cool that I can come on, I can video myself and not give a shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing a badass job. And my family would tell you. The 90-year-old mom, I joke about that, Janice, all the time. I'm like, Ed will outlive. I will die before Ed, right? I will die before Ed. We say that. Dan was just out here, Catherine. Ed's still trucking. Still trucking, you know. It's been very difficult for me. Yes. And Kim, has it been a full year yet with her? She also had to take her down, and she's a nurse, a retired nurse, and it's not easy. It's not easy. People think, oh, well, I did it. What, for 2 hours? You just have hate in your voice. No, I don't. No, I don't. I survived, Lisa. I haven't watched your video yet. What are you going to talk about? Ugh. Okay, well, straddle me.
I can't fucking straddle you.
Yes, you can. Just do this behind me. It's very simple.
I mean, this thing won't support. That's another 200 pounds on here.
That's fine.
It can support 400 pounds?
Yes. I'm not 200.
All right, so quick
Lord
story.
have mercy.
We're at Thanksgiving yesterday with my entire family. All my siblings were there. All the grandkids except 2. And we're there for a number of hours. And I went for a little walk with my nephew, Zach. And when I got back, everyone was sitting down around the table, and guess Grandpa had to go to the bathroom. So I walk in, and guess who is taking Grandpa to the bathroom despite my entire family being there? It's Danielle. And I'm walking in, and as I see her going to the bathroom, I stop, and I start backing up slowly, trying to hide because I know I'm going to get drafted. And my brother-in-law Jay goes, "Why are you backing away? Where are you going?" And then I came in and took over. But that's the reality. My entire family was there, and when he had to be taken care of, guess who was up doing it? None of his other kids. It was Danielle. Just to give you an idea of, you know,
I asked
what she does.
I asked. As I was taking him, I said, does anybody want to give it a try? Anybody want to see what this is like? No, people shook their heads. They laughed, and they said, nope. She's got it. We'll leave the professional at it. Yeah, I mean, what do you do? He found me. He found me to say he needs to go to the bathroom. Rest of the family did nothing. Anybody can help? And you know me, I had the door open. And you know, I'm stepping out, I'm like, we might have a poop situation. Might need some extra hands. Somebody give me some gloves, wipes, baggies, because we're going in. Everybody just laughed. But no, nobody came and helped me. It is what it is, you guys. But yeah, yeah, you know I had to do that. And then Dan walked in. I said, perfect. Take over, honey. Take over. Nobody jumped up. No. They take the easy tasks. Dad, come sit by me at the table. And a horrible thing was, Carrie's dog is, we call her a tripod, but she's missing a leg for cancer or whatever, and so the whole bottom floor, right? We were so nervous. We were so nervous because Lucy, their dog, is now just using her front legs instead of walking on the one she had. She's gliding around the house, right, on her butt. And so they have to have rugs everywhere because she won't glide around the house if there's not rugs. So there's throw rugs every fucking where, which is a terrible tripping hazard. So me and Dan were like on high alert. You know, you got to hold him. You got to do this. You guys, you can't, you know, he can trip because he shuffles. And so I was trying to keep calm, and he sat mostly, so that was good. But even for Joanne, you know, she's got to be careful. Did Dan post something? You should see Dan leaves food out, right, when he's eating in the middle of the night. So every morning I go out and I see, ass juice. And then I see shit on my backyard. And so he left bread out, brand new loaf of bread. There's a cup outside because he obviously had Frosted Flakes in it. There's a whole bunch of shit. Every morning I have to go out there and clean it up. I'm like, Dan, Courtney, you're sweet. Anyway, so it's nonstop. It's more, yes, and so I have to go out there and clean it up. Everything is like, I mean, you guys don't realize patio criticals. That's a good idea. Lisa, what could you possibly be complaining about on the day after Thanksgiving? Who's complaining but you? Honestly, nobody's complaining. I'm talking. So now that if I talk, I'm considered complaining because my audio is there for everybody to hear. Yeah, patio chronicles. That is great. So I'm gonna go out there. That's a good idea. Shit. Dan too. Not only Ed, but Dan too. So it's hard. Sometimes I'm at my wit's end, honestly. The dog Linda, the dog only takes it if there's food in it, which there's a cup outside. That was the first time ever. So that's why he's fat. The dog and Dan. Middle of the night munchies, for fuck's sake. Anyhow, patio chronicles. Patio chronicles. Y'all stop. Lisa, half five. Because yesterday it was tacos. So Dan makes those. Here's the thing. He makes the videos. Who got those tacos? You know, who got those tacos? But does he go out and clean up the mess outside? No. Who does that? Me. As I'm cleaning up the shit outside too. Yeah, listen, Linda. Fuck, that's great. Here is Dan's mess that has been brought outside courtesy of Baxter so he could get the remnants of what Daddy left. My mic. Delaney was in here. I don't know. Oh, there it is. This girl loves a mic. She loves to hear herself talk and sing. And so she comes in here and fucks up everything. God. Shit. There it is. I didn't even see it. Hey from Alabama. How you doing today? Yeah. Well, he knows because I cannot leave it there, you know? Like this morning, there was, hold on, Lisa, just put it on hold. There was 3 spoons. You could see his lip and his tongue indentations in the spoon from eating cottage cheese. Well, why'd you put it on the fucking cutting board? Put it in the sink. Shit. Well, I haven't been eating that much because I got a toothache. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, and then Baxter. I mean, I've been cutting down on Baxter's food. And I'm like, why is he still chunky? Why is he still chunky? Now I know. No, an Ambien is horrible, Laura. Now, I had a friend who gained like 40 pounds, and she had no idea. She'd wake up and there'd be frosting gone, peanut butter gone, and she's like, I cannot continue to do this shit. And then she had to have a couple teeth pulled because of all that shit sitting on her teeth in the middle of the night. So Ambien is no joke. Sleep eating. But Dan's not taking Ambien. Dan is not taking Ambien. It's just like his tooth pain, you know? Well, you have pain in your tooth because you don't wear your partials, right? So there's a lone tooth by itself in the back, right? Well, eventually it's going to die because it's going to hurt, right? Because it's all by itself and it has no support. So, yeah. So I don't feel sorry for him in those things. Right? Yeah, Baxter and Dan Late Night Chronicles. It starts in the kitchen and ends up outside. Another day in a life. So yeah, so it's like those things. It's like, okay, well, you could have prevented the lonely ass tooth by itself. It needed friends. You have friends in your drawer for it, so it stays strong.
That is exactly why I kept it to myself for 3 days. Because I can't even tell you about my ailments. You announced yours to the world because I knew you would start in on me.
Is it not true?
I knew it.
You
don't have to deal. I mean,
is it not
it's
true?
Frustrating for me. You don't have to do that.
Is it not true?
My pain.
Is it not true?
Pain.
Is it not true?
It's true that you were going to say it.
It's true. That's why you didn't say it. Because you knew I would say, that's what you get. See, he knows. He knows. Because he knows I would say, well, that was your fault. Sex being right all the time, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, bye, Pam. Have a good day. Muffy's. Yeah, he's listening, so he knows. Muffy's dentist told her the same thing, Dan. She just got lectured on her partials, too. So, I know that. I know it's going to happen. I've been on him for a year. I'm always right. I'm not always right. But in some things, I can admit when I'm wrong. But that is one area I was not wrong. Yes, Deb. I would fall asleep while eating and wake up with food hanging out of my mouth. I've heard it. Dan also used to try the Ambien before the ferns. Maybe not as much as the toothache, though. So, I don't know. No. I'd like to think I'm always right. Featuring Ed. Well, Ed would be out there trying to clean it up. I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong. Lisa, that's the same thing. You can't do that. But my friend said too, somebody said shopping. They buy things on Amazon and then they get the shipment and they're like, what the hell? Now, I get tooth pain too, right? Like right now, I have toothache. But mine is from my TMJ. So I know pain. I know pain. He acts like I don't have pain every day. I don't bitch about my neck, right? All the time. There's just degrees of pain at which my neck is. And then as bad as my neck gets and my shoulders, then I get my teeth pain. I just had to ask me to come along with him to an orchard for winter apples. Ah, I want some apples. I love apple picking. Oh my, yeah, my neck, my back, lick my, no. I'm never, you know, I am wrong sometimes, I admit it. But you know who, nobody's ever right. You're starting the first stage of losing yours. Stop it. Lisa, that's been happening for my life. I knew the tooth out. I just had 2. Dan's had like 8 teeth pulled. Soon to be 9. Teeth are just bad, you know. I hate teeth. I think we should fuck the teeth. I told him a long time ago, I said just pull them all out and get dentures. Because pretty soon he's not gonna have any left anyway. We'll have the right to vet. Even Dan. No, he doesn't. He's being a pussy, Sean. How do you like making a mistake and you could have helped it out? You know, you could have prevented it. I just had a root canal the other day. Oh, I hate root canal. And they linger, right? The root of the canal lingers for a while and it hurts. You have a vibrating bed? Wow. Like back in the day in the hotels, you put a quarter in and it shakes it. So it shows up at the door. Sort of. What did I buy? Who sent me a gift? Oh, it must have been me. The question is, when you shop online at Amazon, is it stuff you use? Like, are you like, oh, good for me. I really need that. But Janet, dentures are not, I know. But fuck, at this point, he doesn't wear his partials. He sure as hell wouldn't wear his dentures. That's so important. Why? They're so expensive, Emily. God, I think one implant was like $6,000 from start to finish. It was horrible. Shari, Thanksgiving was great. Yes. And teeth are just, it's so, and a lot of people can't afford it, right? It's horrible. Yes. So one of his tooth, he had a lollygagger by itself, and that's the one that hurts. So, but you know, he never puts his friends in to help him. So it hurts now. Anytime a canal is involved, there is pain. Warren, not all canals have pain. Yeah, 2 bridges, 22, I know. A couple $1,000 plus. So over here in Spain, you can get an implant for $1,500. But is that from like beginning to end? Like from tooth extraction to bone grafting to post to implant to antibiotics? Literally $6,000 for it all. Yeah, my mouth is expensive. I just bought some for my grandma and it was a fortune. Are they dentures? Dentures? Root canals are otherwise. I had one 4 hours. 4 hours? Oh my God. Emily, I would die. An implant here in Ohio is roughly for 1 tooth. Yeah. Isn't that periodontist? I should have been a periodontist. Shit. What was I thinking? Oh, you're of course you're happy. So in Spain, Bethany, it's $1,500 from start to finish, period. One of the longest roofs. You never want to hear that. Andrew had the same thing when he had his root canal. He said, the dentist said the same thing. His root was so down. She's the expert on the I thought you said cannabis, the canals and the biscuit teeth. She was talking about, my sister spent $50,000 for a whole mouth of implants. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Now, some people, let's go to Spain to get our teeth done. Some people, Mexico has deals. So one of my friends, my Hispanic friend, she goes, you can go to Mexico and get yourself a biscuit tooth. I don't know. It's horrible, you guys. I hate teeth. Teeth just give me the heebie-jeebies. I mean, teeth pain is worse. Like I have it right now. So, I get it. Well, and LB also worked with teeth. I'll book my flight. Yeah, let's go. Lisa needs some implants too. Dentistry in Mexico is cheap, but you may not have the same size tooth, or your tooth may look a little different. Vampire teeth are now in. Yes, they are. I don't know why I'm talking about teeth. I'm talking about teeth, TikTok. I'm talking about teeth. 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 All right, TikTok, I'm out. So if you want to finish the rest up, I'll be on YouTube. Deuces. Happy Friday. That's so stupid. Regulated goods content. What? Visibility restricted. Regulated goods. What? Harassment and hateful behavior. How is that? How, anybody want to know why that was hateful? Talking about teeth. See what I mean? It's just people just sitting there and mass reporting. It's just ridiculous. People have too much time on their hands, y'all. That's all it is. I hate when the kids come in here. They ruin everything. Damn kids. Yeah. Moved over here. Morning, everyone. Hi, Tammy. Somebody with bad teeth did it. I don't know. Somebody reported me for bullying and harassment. And that's why I think I just accidentally realized I did my big account because that's what it's been on. See? What did she do? See what I mean? She fucked up my mic. I'm talking to Lainey. Testing. Testing. I don't like the echo. Where's the balance? Balance. Echo. No echo. Mic volume. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing. Testing. Lisa Ramsey. I would like to say, why is it echoing? Thank you for the idea of the Patio Chronicles. Pretty badass idea. That's why. It's because I said Dan was fat. I said the dog, and then Dan. It's horrible. And there you have it. TikTok and trolls. TikToking and trolls get you in trouble like this, you know? Talking about teeth. Who knew? You can't talk about dental implants. What did Delaney do? Why do I feel like everything is echoing? There is a different vibe to my voice. Y'all hear it? It's like an echo, is it not? I don't like it. Ugh. There you got it. Delaney, somebody come get her. Anyhow, you like it? It's cool? Oh, I don't know. Here's another shirt. Things you didn't learn in school. Are you ready for this? I sound like a lounger. Okay, ready? This is a shirt that we added. Remember, there is a sale today, but I'm going to report Danielle's page. don't report my page. By the way, there's a sale today. Sabmerch.com, y'all. You want to get your friend something? This is my favorite shirt. You know what that means? Whoa, I can't look. And that says don't be a cocksucker. Be a sucker and then like cock-a-doodle-doo. So that goes because you have 2 audio. No, that's not it, Patrick. I've been using this for months. Anyhow, I think my implants are offended. It's all y'all's teeth problems. Y'all, your teeth did that on me. They all reported me for teeth harassment and bullying. Anyhow, so remember, if you are looking for fun gifts, there is a place called sabmerch.com. Also, support your creators on TikTok. This holiday season, there's some great gifts that everybody's on sale right now. Everything's on sale. So check out their search showcases if you still need to buy some things for the holidays, right? The holidays are here and they're upon us. So now's the time. If you've been looking at something on one of your favorite creators, buy it. Buy it. Yeah, I know. He asked me to turn around, and I wasn't doing it for him. I was showing you my shirt. Don't be a, you know what. So anyway, anybody do anything fun today? Are you still with family? What's going on? Do you have like leftover day where you all converse again? Dan did it. Dan's always reporting me for misbehaving. I'm always a misbehavior. What is today? Friday? Okay. I got to remember if there's anything I have to do today. No, I don't think so. For the yuck mouths, for the, I'm bored as hell for groceries, that's for sure. I need a sale. I wish they would have some Black Friday sales in the grocery store. I think we'd all be there buying everything up. Could you imagine if Costco had a Black Friday sale? Everything is 50% off for the first like 3 hours. Shit, I would even line up to my door. You need to go to Target. I ain't going to Target. I was just there. Shit, I forgot. The pharmacy, are they having a sale? Cleaning house and packing to go back home. To visit fam. Nice. Drake t-shirt when he eats his favorite chicken. Where's Drake? Is he on here? People will get trampled. I would fight somebody for Costco stuff. Yeah, paper towels, toilet paper, dog food, food. God, it would be heaven. Pain meds are in. Yay! No, I don't know. Maybe good for you. I don't know. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to clean up the patio chronicles, which I will bring my phone out for that. So good job, Lisa. And then clean up the poop and the mess. And then that's it. And then I'm just, gas. And then I got fresh eggs. So the chickens next door laid some eggs. So I got I can't wait to eat my fresh eggs. You guys, there's such a difference with fresh eggs. So-called liaison who promoted to do something about these mass reporting trolls. Liaisons are frauds. The liaisons don't help with that. I had a long talk, a texting dialogue with Chris, Chris and Mary. And she still has one. I told her we never got reassigned. And she still has one, and she says, Danielle, it's a joke. They don't help you get your accounts back. They don't help do any of that stuff. She goes, really, I don't. I said, well, what do they do? She goes, good question. Yeah. He got trampled by the bear. I heard you don't have to refrigerate fresh eggs. I don't know, Taylor. She put mine in the refrigerator. She texted me. She said, your delivery is in your refrigerator. So I don't know. Gas costs 27 cents a gallon in Saudi Arabia. Is that American money though, Warren, or is that in the whatever their money's called? Oh, she barking at you. She barking. Are you running today?
Yeah.
How far?
Just
3. Somebody come get her. Anyway, you never listen to me. What'd you tell me? You said groceries. Costco opening in Pleasanton, and the people lined up to get special deals at some Costco. No, Gail, I didn't. I wouldn't have done that though. You guys, I hate crowds. I would never, could you imagine this mouth in a crowd of people fighting for something? Y'all, I would lose my fucking mind. I would literally die. Eggs, if they have been washed. Oh, okay. Well, she washed them because they're not poopy. I the other day, Hannah and I, after my eyebrows, we went into Target, and I was like, okay, I gotta go. Like I have a time expectancy when I go into shops. I gotta go. I gotta go. And she's like, Mom, we need more time. I'm like, I'm going crazy. I lose my shit. I just start getting agitated. I get angry. I get pissed. And I'm ready to fight some people, you know. The security people were like looking at me because they saw the steam come off my head, out of my ears. The shaking is making my kitty wet. Some of you with your comments, and it's not funny. As a woman saying that to another woman, it's not funny. My kitty, your kitty, just don't turn green. No, I won't. This doesn't make me, but I'm starving. I can't wait to have some fresh eggs. And I don't make green eggs and ham shopping, but then I get into the store and I can't. Laura, I can't do it. I can't. Like, it literally gives me anxiety just thinking about my friends out there right now. And I was like, I don't know how you do it. How do you do it? How do you go out in a mass of people? And are the sales that great anyway? What can't I buy online? That's what I want to know. What can't I buy online? Anything? Tell me. What can I buy online? I can buy my foods. I can buy my gifts. I can buy everything online. And why? Searching for parking. Could you imagine parking? Parking. If I can't find a fucking parking spot, I'm out. I don't understand. Cleaning up after your father-in-law is one thing, and enabling your husband, wow, every day you go out and clean up after him. That shit lasts but 2 days around my house. You know, that's just a very open-ended comment. There's so much to say or to respond to with that. I don't enable anybody on purpose, right? I enable, it's easier for me. You know how people say it's easier and quicker for me to do it than sit around and wait for somebody else to do it. Here's the thing. If it didn't bother me, right, I would leave it there for him to clean up. That's it, plain and simple. But it bothers me. So I clean it up, right? It bothers me that there's wasteful food. But he's a fucking adult at 56, and so am I. So what do you want me to do about it? I make fun of it. I think it's funny that he does that. I think it's not funny, ha 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 ha. Yes, it's frustrating. But like I said before, I have coping mechanisms, and my coping mechanisms is to put his ass on blast. Does it change it? No, right? But there has been somebody who's done this shit forever. He doesn't think about doing it. He's not doing it on purpose, right? He's not doing it on purpose. It's like the people who sleep eat, you know, because they're taking Ambien or something like that. He doesn't do it on purpose. He just doesn't think. He has ADHD. He doesn't think. That's the problem. He doesn't think. But he doesn't do it on purpose, like, oh, I'm going to make a mess just to piss my wife off or to get her back. No, he literally, Janet is tripping. Y'all look crazy. Janet, do you enjoy being here? Because I can make it easy for you not to be. Sometimes you say things like sometimes like that just are baffling. So people are responding to your baffling comments. Anyhow, so okay, and just to be fair, Dutton, you need to chill. You need to chill. Because unlike my husband, I defend my husband in the other categories. It's not, you don't need to, Wow, done. Wow. Obviously, it means more to you than it does to me. I mean, chill. I mean, that's the thing. It's funny how you're attacking me for being me. You obviously don't get it. And that's okay. You don't need to. But you don't need to be ugly. Yeah. You don't need to be ugly and you don't need to attack. You guys, my husband's my husband. I don't like post things for you to be anti-Dan in any way. The content that I do over that is supposed to make people laugh. In all honesty, it's supposed to make people laugh. It's supposed to just be like, oh my God, my too. Again, normalization. And that's okay. But you don't have to be so ugly about it, right? There's certain things you should say and there's certain things you shouldn't say. It's called etiquette. It's called etiquette. You can think about whatever you want, but you don't need to be so aggressive. Plain and simple. You don't need to be aggressive. He's still my husband at the end of the day, right? I still care for him, and I don't like it when people attack him. Only I can attack him, right? Nobody else can. Mama Bear comes out with him. They don't get my personality, and they don't get why I do it. I don't do it for the world to be anti-Dan. I do it because that's how I cope with my reality of my life. That's it. I choose to do those things. It does. I feel bad for you. But yes, everybody says that. I love you, but I feel sorry for you, but these are so fucking funny. Keep them coming. And when there was a break of Kitchen Chronicles, people are like, oh my God, I want them. I miss them. Danielle, I know, but we love them. And it's true. It's true. They're meant to be funny, not to show any sort of anything else or for you to attack him. That's just, I can't sit by and allow you to attack him in such an aggressive manner. Won't happen on my watch.
Nice try. Nice try, Coco. All right, I'm taking my lazy ass out on my 5-mile walk. Okay.
No. Mike appreciation. That's funny. So anyhow, yeah, he left. He needs to go on his walk, which means I need to go inside because there's nobody inside now. And I've been home for a long time, have I not? I don't think I'm going to do any. My neck is feeling kind of weird today. He saw Kay's comment. He didn't see Dunn's though. That was nice. I would have liked to seen him do that. Yours is still sleeping. Must be nice. What time is it anyway? Shit. 10 o'clock. 10. Turn up the mic. Turn out the lights. All right. I'm going to go clean up my mess because I'm a slave to my husband and his dirty ways. Dan cleans up in the is there a live tonight? No, I won't be live. I will not be live. I can tell you that because I will be with my nugget. So if Dan decides to do a live, he will be minus me, right? Tell him it's not safe to walk and look at your phone. Yeah. So anyhow, I will not be live because I will be celebrating my double-digit nephew with my kids and Hannah's last night before she goes home tomorrow. So anyhow, love you guys. Thank you again for the support, the love, and I'm very thankful for each and every one of you guys. Remember, you are important, you are worthy, and you matter, and your feelings are just that. They're yours, right? They're yours. That's it. Love you. Bye.